As your problem database fills up with more and more problem reports, over time you'll want to do some housekeeping. Because as these databases fill up, there's a number of issues that pile up just as well. The first one is duplicates. If you have one user who's reporting a problem, chances are that other users will be reporting just the same problem. That is, you have multiple problem reports that all relate to the same class of failures. These problem reports are called duplicates. As a manager, your task is to identify such duplicates. And you want to do so in order to avoid them cluttering the statistics. But you also want the duplicates to refer to each other. This way, when you come across a problem report, you will find, hey, this is a duplicate of this original bug report, and all of these others are also duplicates. You like to keep the duplicates, though, in your problem database, because all of these may report on different angles of the problem, and these angles may all be helpful for resolving the problem. Note that automatic diagnosis mechanisms, such as statistical debugging or delta debugging, are great tools for identifying duplicates because they find commonalities between all the individual bug reports with respect to similar features in the input or in the execution. Next up is obsolete problems. Over time, your database will fill up with unresolved problem reports, problems that could not be reproduced or problems that may have been fixed in some later version, and low priority problems. Having thousands of unresolved problems will drag developers down. They clutter up searches in the database, and they are bad for the morale. A problem database that has plenty of obsolete problems is like an overflowing drawer of socks. You don't find the socks you need, and the drawer makes you feel guilty for not throwing away your old socks. What you should do is, over time, simply declare problem reports obsolete, and thus get rid of socks you don't want anymore. When is a problem obsolete? A problem is obsolete if it will never be fixed. For instance, because the program is no longer supported, or the problem is old and occurred only once, or the problem is old and occurred only internally. You don't want to actually delete these problems, but you can tag them with an appropriate resolution. In Bugzilla, for instance, there's a special won't fix resolution for such obsolete problems. Finally, problems are not only stored in the problem database, but there may also be test cases which reproduce the exact problem. As a rule of thumb, as soon as you do have a test case that reproduces the problem, the test case makes the problem report obsolete. That is, as soon as you do have a test case, you can actually put a special flag on the problem database that the problem is now being addressed by the test.